The world of James Bond has long been one of the most eagerly watched and speculated upon franchises in cinema history. Ever since Daniel Craig delivered his final performance as the iconic British secret agent in No Time to Die, fans, industry insiders, and media outlets alike have been fixated on the question of who would step into the tuxedo and take up the mantle of 007 next. The transition has not been swift or straightforward. The role carries immense weight. It's not just about portraying a suave spy with a license to kill. It's about embodying a cultural icon that has evolved across decades, from Sean Connery's rugged charm in the 1960s to Craig's gritty, emotionally layered interpretation in the modern era. Producers, including those now associated with Amazon Studios following major corporate shifts in the entertainment landscape, have taken their time in the search, ensuring that the next chapter honors the legacy while pushing it forward under new creative direction. Amid this prolonged anticipation, actor Callum Turner has emerged as one of the names repeatedly linked to the role. Turner, known for his compelling performances in projects that showcase both intensity and subtlety, has built a reputation as a versatile talent capable of handling complex characters. His work in historical dramas, action-oriented films, and character-driven stories has positioned him as a plausible candidate in the eyes of many observers. When promoting his latest project, Rosebush Pruning, a film that highlights his dramatic range, reporters inevitably turned the conversation toward the persistent James Bond rumors. The question was direct and unavoidable. Would Callum Turner be the next to portray the legendary spy? In response, Turner offered a carefully measured reply that has only fueled further intrigue rather than quelling it. He stated simply and firmly, "I'm not going to comment on it." This evasion, delivered with composure during what was otherwise a routine press interaction, immediately set off a wave of speculation across entertainment circles. Why choose not to deny the rumors outright? In Hollywood and the global film industry, a flat denial is often the quickest way to shut down chatter about a potential casting. By opting for silence, or more precisely, a refusal to engage, Turner left the door cracked open just enough for imaginations to run wild. Observers began dissecting the statement from every angle. Some interpreted it as a classic non-confirmation confirmation, the kind of response actors give when bound by non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, that prevent them from acknowledging ongoing negotiations or even early interest. Others saw it as a polite deflection, perhaps indicating that discussions haven't advanced far enough to warrant any public acknowledgement, or that Turner simply prefers to keep focus on his current work rather than hypothetical future roles. The absence of an official announcement for the next James Bond actor only amplifies the impact of such moments. The franchise, now under the guidance of director Denis Villeneuve, who brings his own visionary style from acclaimed works in science fiction and thriller genres, has entered a phase of careful deliberation. Villeneuve's involvement suggests a Bond film that could lean into more atmospheric, intellectually layered storytelling while retaining the high-stakes action and sophistication that define the series. Finding an actor who can navigate that balance is no small task. Turner's name fits neatly into discussions because he possesses the physical presence, charisma, and acting depth that have become prerequisites for the role in its post-Craig evolution. Yet his refusal to comment keeps everything in the realm of possibility, rather than probability. This kind of speculation is nothing new for the Bond franchise. Over the years, countless actors have been rumored, some more seriously than others. Names from Idris Elba to Henry Cavill to younger rising stars have cycled through headlines, each sparking debates about age, background, cultural fit, and whether they could capture the essence of Ian Fleming's creation in a contemporary context. Turner's case stands out because his non-response feels particularly tantalizing. In an era where leaks and announcements often break before official channels, a genuine no comment can feel like a rare commodity. It invites fans to read between the lines, to analyze tone of voice in interviews, to scrutinize every public appearance for clues. Could he be in early talks? Has a screen test already taken place? Or is this simply an actor protecting his privacy and professional focus amid a media frenzy? The broader implications extend beyond one actor's career. The next Bond will shape not only the franchise's direction for potentially a decade or more, but also influence how spy thrillers are perceived in a changing cinematic landscape. With streaming platforms and global audiences demanding fresh takes on classic formulas, the choice carries commercial and artistic stakes. Turner's poised deflection reminds us that casting decisions at this level are shrouded in secrecy for good reason. Premature revelations can disrupt negotiations, alter public perception, or even affect an actor's other commitments. In choosing silence, he maintains control over his narrative while allowing the rumor mill to churn, keeping his name relevant in conversations about one of cinema's most enduring icons. Expanding on this, consider the psychological aspect of such rumors for actors. Being linked to James Bond is both a compliment and a burden. It elevates visibility, but invites scrutiny that can overshadow other work. Turner, promoting rosebush pruning, likely wants audiences to engage with that film on its own merits rather than viewing him solely through the lens of a potential 007. His response strikes a balance, acknowledging the question without feeding the beast. It also reflects a maturing industry where actors increasingly guard their personal and professional boundaries against relentless speculation. In the end, until an official casting is revealed, moments like this will continue to dominate headlines. Callum Turner's "I'm not going to comment on it" may seem brief, but it speaks volumes in the context of Bond's future. It keeps hope alive for fans who see him as a worthy successor, while reminding everyone that the search for the next 007 remains very much underway, guided by careful consideration rather than hasty decisions. The intrigue persists, and that's precisely what keeps the legend of James Bond alive generation after generation.